What we have here is a Mesa Boogie DC-3 that has no output from the headphone or recording out jack. This signal is tapped off of the pre-phase inverter, and along with the it's got a cab simulating, trying to find my pointer here. There it is. This one Henry coil and this 720 picofarad, as long as there's some resistance, gives you kind of a cab simulation type circuit for recording. But this IC is what amplifies the signal, and with this network produces the pretty good sound, I guess. I haven't heard it yet through the headphone and through the recording compensation output. Now, there's no signal output at either one of these jacks here, the headphone or the recording out. The amp was serviced about a year ago, and the owner didn't use those particular functions. So when it was brought in, I immediately injected signals in the front end of the amp and pulled out the old oscilloscope and monitored things, and there's just no signal coming in or out of the op amp. I suspected the op amp was bad, but I always first consider my electronic training of years ago that most faults in electronic equipment lie with the power supplies. So trace the supply voltage and check the rails, which there's a negative and a positive rail on each op amp. The negative rail is supposed to be negative 8 volts and is 0, and it's on pin 8 of this op amp right here on the end one. And pin 4 is the positive rail. That is too high. That is 16 volts. So checking out the circuit led me to, Mesa Boogie are very difficult amps to service because they don't mark the board, the part number, and have no schematic data that tells you this is resistor 1, 2, 3, cap 1, whatever. But here is the Zener diode, 12 volt Zener diode, and it checks shorted, which makes the negative rail at 0. So hopefully, I ordered from Mauser the Zeners. I'm gonna patch in an 11 volt Zener and see if it brings that supply rail back up and see what's going on. Cheerio.